Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens, home of the Spicy Double Feature. I'm Carsen Green.
And I'm Annie James. This week's spicy dub is Nightcrawler and Little Miss Sunshine.
Let's just be totally upfront here. This spicy dub is purely because of Annie and I. It doesn't really I don't want to entangle these movies together.
Yeah, so because of the absolute drought of a movie watching scene there is right now, what are we supposed to do? See Madam Web?
Hell no.
You say that, but I know you're going to go see it. We are still going out there in the war zone for you guys, but not as a spicy dub. We decided we needed some sort of fun theme for the week because we knew we would be picking random ass movies to watch. And so this week's theme is our comfort watches. Movies that we return to time and time again that bring us some comfort. Carsen's is Nightcrawler and mine is Little Miss Sunshine.
I love it. That's such our personalities. This is so representative of who we are as people.
Oh, man. Well, I have a lot to say about that.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Well, what do you want to start with before I dive right in?
Up to you.
Man.
You're the one with the facts.
It's true. Well, let's start with Little Miss Sunshine.
Cheryl, remember when Olive was runner-up in the regional Little Miss Sunshine? Well, the girl who won had to forfeit her crown. I don't know why, something about diet pills, but anyway, now she has a place in the state contest in Redondo.
We're going to California.
Do you want me to tell you the facts?
Yeah, please hit me with the facts. I'm dying, please. Oh my God.
Little Miss Sunshine came out in 2006. It is written by Michael Arndt and directed by Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris. It's starring Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Greg Kinnear, Abigail Breslin, Paul Dano, and Alan Arkin. Truly a, what is that called? An ensemble.
An ensemble. What a cast.
And such an ensemble in that, like, we spend so much time with all of them. It's not like about Toni Collette, you know?
Right.
It was nominated for Best Picture in the Academy Awards, Best Supporting Actress for Abigail Breslin, which is hilarious to think that she is an Academy nominated actress. And it won Best Screenplay, Best Original Screenplay, and it won Best Supporting Actor Alan Arkin. May he rest in peace.
Love that.
It has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here is the description from IMDb. A family determined to get their young daughter into the finals of a beauty pageant take a cross-country trip in their VW bus. And lastly, if you want to watch this, it's on Hulu. I highly recommend it. There's not a ton to be spoiled here. We will be spoiling, but you can skip ahead if you don't want to hear that. Time codes are in the description. All right. Before I go into my thoughts on this movie, I want to hear yours.
Okay, thank you for asking, Annie. First of all, I haven't watched this movie in a very long time. It's been a really long time, but I've been thinking about it over the last, I don't know, maybe like year or so, and it's been like kind of in the back of my mind on the watch list, but it has never made it to the top of the watch list. And so whenever you recommended it, I was so excited to watch it because I remember it being so cute. I remember it being really funny and wholesome. Watching it back for the first time in many, many years. Okay, comfort watch is such an accurate and sweet description. It was so comforting. It was like trapped in time, number one. You mentioned it came out in 2006.
Yep.
It's a very 2006 movie. It is an Albuquerque movie. It's also an LA movie. It's got family. It's got mental illness. It's got porn. It's got beauty pageant. Like it has a little something for everyone.
Dysfunctional family.
And extremely dysfunctional family. And you know, like it was genuinely watching it. I had a smile. Like I was like, oh, I love these people. I love this. I love this family.
This movie is so good, you guys. If that didn't sell you, absolutely sell you, this is a crowd pleaser. It sparks joy. I think it is so curing of the soul. It's like a bowl of chicken noodle soup. Dude, watching this for me was like therapy. I have not watched this in a long time as well, but it was a comfort movie to me. Okay, I do not really rewatch movies these days. There's too much for me to see. But back when I was in high school, early college, and any time before then, I would rewatch movies because I had way more time on my hands. And this was one of those that I would rewatch. But I haven't seen it since then. So watching it now, I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it about this that I love? Other than that, it's wholesome, it's cute, and there's a lot to relate here. But no, there are some very specific things that I connect with. I'm going to get real personal and go through them.
Okay.
Here we go. One of the things is that Olive, the little girl that we're following, is like the only little kid in an adult world. And this was my experience growing up, in that my siblings were so much older than me that they were like a part of the adult circle, in that like how Paul Dano was a part of the adult circle. Except, except if I was 10, they would be like 18 and 19. So when, for example, when the grandpa is like telling Paul Dano, who is a teenager, that he should fuck a lot of women, not just one, a lot of women. And and they go on for a while, and then finally Olive like takes her portable CD player, which I was all about. She takes her headphones off, and she's like, "What are you guys talking about?" And he's like, "Politics." And she's like, "Oh," and goes back to like whatever she's doing. I feel like that. I don't have specific memories of this. I just feel that in my like core, in my nervous system, of like that was me, just like being like, I'm gonna entertain myself. Y'all are boring. I'm about to hang out in my own head.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing. Sorry, this is long-winded.
All good. Let it out, girl.
Being just one chunky kid representation. I was a chunky kid. However, in this movie, the chunky kid has a high self-esteem. Watching that was like, was curing for me as a chunky kid who had low self-esteem, and to this day struggles with that. Then there's a scene specifically where her dad is shaming her for ordering a la mode at breakfast, ice cream on her waffle. Right. And again, I don't have specific memories of like what words were used to me, but I was for sure probably shamed one way or another. And most of us probably were. Except another way that this movie is curing for me is that her whole family like jumps to back her up and like make her feel better and take a stand.
Yep.
Didn't get that, but it's really nice to watch.
And then later, the beauty queen was like, "Yeah, I love ice cream.
I love that.
Yeah, my favorite is Cherry Garcia."
Yep. I love that.
That was sweet.
Very sweet.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, last one. This is a big one. Parents shouting at each other over money. Parents fighting over money.
Yeah.
Just in your presence. That was something I experienced. Here's what I didn't get to, but it's curing to watch. This one is the most. Is that family, the parents and the entire family, going above and beyond, making sacrifices even, but mostly putting in a huge effort for their kid's dream that is so unlikely and is so unimportant in like the grand scheme of things. It was important to Olive, and so they like sacrifice things for that. That was very cathartic to witness.
Yeah.
Very cathartic to witness. Okay, so anyways, that was my 90-minute free therapy session. Thank you, Little Miss Sunshine.
Thank you for sharing. Wow. You know, I have to agree. I think it is really cathartic. I think for me, I feel a little differently, but I identified more with Paul Dano's character. And I could feel like, obviously this kid has mental illness. Obviously he needs help. He's like trying to deal with it as best he can. And like his family loves him, but they can't penetrate what he's dealing with internally. And I relate to that super hard. Like, I was Paul Dano when I was 15. I was running out of the car on my knees, screaming to God, and no one could say anything.
Let me be a pilot.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Leave me here in the middle of the fucking desert. Yeah. Get lost.
Yeah.
Scram.
I think that character is really relatable. I don't know. I think there is like there's a person in a lot of corners here. I don't know how relatable I guess all the adults are, but I think that his experience of like teenager dumb is very like real and multidimensional and not very stereotypical.
Yes. And I think he gave there was two standout performances for me. Paul Dano's was one of them. I thought he was so good, even when he wasn't fucking saying anything. He was silent. He took a vow of silence, and he was silent for more than half the movie, I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. And even in his silence, he was acting. He was performing. He gave a great performance. I feel like he really embodied that character, and it was really impressive to watch, especially, like, he was so young. This was so many years ago.
He was really young. And then when he did have to talk, he had to act. Like, he had some intense stuff to do.
Yes. And it was so, like, that scene of him running out of the van, like, literally blew me away. I was like, wow, this is so good. He's really doing the damn thing. That was inspiring. I was like, okay, Paul.
And I love in that scene that Olive is the only one that, like, gets through to him. And by not saying anything, just being there for him.
They're really sweet, the two of them.
Yeah.
The other performance I want to touch on is Steve Carell. Oh my God. Okay, I know that we don't have a main character here, but Steve Carell was my main character. I wanted to be on him. I wanted to be with him the whole movie. I wanted to know what he was thinking. I wanted the next thing he had to say. Like, he was so smart and sharp. Like, obviously he was dealing with some mental illness things. And he was just really insightful, and he was really helpful, I think, for a lot of our characters. And he looked so good. Dude, how old was Steve Carell in this movie? He looked so good.
I don't know. He was so young, though. I don't know.
He's so young.
I think he did amazing as well. The scene where he runs out of the car to, like, sign Olive up for, like, register her.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is like the grand finale of getting to the place that they've been getting to all the whole movie. And it's like really chaotic. They can't find the parking lot. And then when they finally, like, crash into the parking lot, when he opens the door and the door just falls off, he, like, practically kicks it off. And then he runs like he's in a marathon.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All the way to the desk. The way that he runs, the full commitment to the run. Like, it is like the Grinch when his heart is growing 3 sizes. Like, that is what's happening to me. It's just like watching this uncle run for his niece because it matters. I don't know. It's just so, and that scene is really well directed, as is, I mean, they all are, but these two really stood out to me. The scene where they are running to get onto the bus when they first have to like get it started.
Yes.
And the way that they all like laugh and cheer when they get on, just triumphant. I just feel so, I don't know, this movie elicits a visceral reaction from me.
Yeah. No, it's very much like I think like it's really relatable that they are all having their own internal struggle, but they have decided collectively to come together and achieve this goal for the little kid.
Yes.
Yeah, it was sweet. I love this movie.
Me too. Also, last thing, shout out Sufjan Stevens.
Oh my God, yeah.
Him being in this, and also the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack. Like, that was very nostalgic. So good. I'm ready to score whenever you are.
So good. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Love it.
10 out of 10. Okay. Let's shift gears into nighttime and talk about Nightcrawler.
Repeat the police. I will never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. Excuse me. I have something you'll be very excited about.
You have a good eye. I want you to contact me when you have something.
Something like this.
Think of our newscast as a screaming woman running down the street with her throat cut.
You will be seeing me again.
Immediately, as soon as you suggested the comfort movie, it was almost immediate. Oh, it's Nightcrawler. And I was thinking about why, because it's a very odd choice, and I don't imagine that a lot of people would watch this to feel comforted. And so I've been thinking about why, and on the rewatch last night, I have arrived at why.
Before you tell me,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same question. I was thinking it especially when I was doing my personal therapy session, and I was laughing out loud thinking like, oh, I connect so much with Little Miss Sunshine. It's like so relatable. And then I'm thinking, wait, why does Carsen like Nightcrawler?
Okay, here's what it is. There's two reasons, but the number one is because Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is my favorite performance ever committed to film. Ever. I think about him in this movie all the time. I watch this movie like once a year to watch him, to watch this character. This is my ultimate performance ever. Like, comparatively, if I'm watching another movie, I'm comparing it to Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. I just like...
That's fair. It's an amazing performance. It's an amazing performance.
It is an amazing performance, and I think just like the nuance of the character and like the vibe of the movie, like it's my genre. It's really beautiful. It's like, it's really well written. The soundtrack, the score is amazing. And number two, one of the big reasons why I love this movie and it's a comfort movie is it's an LA movie. And we are all over the city. I love that. Yeah. I love LA. I love being in LA. I love LA movies. And this is probably my favorite LA movie.
Wow. I just realized before we get any deeper, I should probably give some facts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please hit me with some facts.
I was too excited earlier. Okay. So Nightcrawler, this came out in 2014. Just yesterday, right? Wrong. That's 10 years ago now. You old fart. All right.
Damn.
It's written by Dan Gilroy and directed by Dan Gilroy. Now, Dan Gilroy. I didn't know this I didn't know this until recently before I rewatched this. This is my second time watching it. I didn't know who that was, but he is the brother of Tony Gilroy. That's his name, I think. Tony okay. Gilroy, who is the writer of Michael Clayton. And
oh my God.
Yes. And the Bourne series. And both the Gilroy brothers worked on Andor together, the Star Wars show that I loved, the one that was like really fucking good.
Wow.
And so Dan Gilroy wrote, they're both screenwriters, which is crazy. So they worked together a lot. So now this is Dan Gilroy's piece. I think Tony was a producer though. It's starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Riz Ahmed. It has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's the description from IMDb. When Louis Bloom, a con man desperate for work, muscles into the world of LA crime journalism, he blurs the line between observer and participant to become the star of his own story. Carsen, what do you think Jake Gyllenhaal thinks of himself? Does he know? Is he delusional, or does he know what he's doing?
That's a really great question. I hope he's delusional.
I think he probably is, but I like can't tell. And in a lot of this movie is me trying to figure it out in a fun way. Like it's fun to me.
I think one of my favorite genre of person is a conventionally attractive person who's a complete fucking weirdo.
Just a psychopath.
And like, this is Jake Gyllenhaal. This is like Louis Bloom. Conventionally attractive, absolute sociopath. Something is wrong with him. I just like, they're fascinating.
The body feels conflicted.
So, okay, what did you think? What did you think your second watch? Also, why have you only seen it one time? Well, you don't rewatch. Okay, we've already established that. Okay, so what did you think?
Okay, I liked this so much better the second time. And I don't know why. I think I've matured a lot since if I've seen this 10 years ago. 10 years is a long time. And it was sitting on my Netflix queue for so fucking long. When I finally saw it the first time, I was like, there was too much hype around it. And I saw it, and I think, like, I remember thinking that, like, either it was just heating up, which I do still feel like it is just heating up when it ends, but not now that I am older, wiser, better, faster, stronger. Like, I can see the intentionality of all of that. I was too stupid? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Now, though, I locked in. I loved it.
Yeah.
The progression of where we go from just Jake Gyllenhaal like stealing copper wire and trying to like sell it as a con man to fucking moving bodies for a cool shot, to planting bombs on his enemy's car, but mostly to get a cool shot, or all the way to like withholding crime at the end, and then finally setting up his partner to die. That progression is so juicy.
Yes.
And getting to watch Jake Gyllenhaal like morph and I don't know, just like that arc just accelerate. Is very fascinating, and it's very complex when like Nina gets involved, and I loved all of that. I don't know, dude. I think it just really worked for me this time. And yes, his performance was amazing. The monologue he gives when he's negotiating with Nina, but it's like a one-way negotiation, was so fucking good.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's so much to this movie. This movie has a lot of layers. It's very nuanced. But they're just like...
It is nuanced. I think that's probably why I wasn't getting it, as maybe my guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I think I initially, this is a Carsen movie. It's like, it's weird, it's creepy, it's a nighttime movie, it's got Jake Gyllenhaal, it's an LA movie. Like, this is a Carsen genre movie. I really like the progression. I'm glad you brought this up. I really like the progression of the character of Louis Bloom, because he says out loud what his motivations are and what his end goal is and what he wants to do and what he's willing to do to get there. And I just really appreciate like how fleshed out this character is and how committed he gets to the character. Like, oh my God, just like, okay, it's very early on. He steals a bike so that he can then sell it to a pawn shop to get money to buy his first camera so that he can go night crawling. And like that whole scene of him riding the bike around in the pawn shop and being like, I won the Tour de France on this, or, you know, like I spent $8,000 on this brand new. It's so incredible to me how quickly the lies were, and like watching him lie to someone when we knew it was a lie. Then it was like, oh, anything he says could be dishonest. We can't trust this character. This is an untrustworthy character. I don't know. It's just like it's such a well crafted character. I think literally specifically like it's about Louis Bloom for me in terms of why I love this movie so much and why I gravitate towards it. It's literally Louis Bloom. I think like the subject matter, I could take or leave. I mean, obviously it's fascinating, but just, I don't know. There's something about him.
Yeah. And I love the, like, how over time he gains more and more control over his situation, like, especially with Nina. And, you know, at first he's a nobody, and then we watch him as he, like, has full control over her because like the movie really smartly establishes like she has a contract and she needs the footage. I don't know. I thought that was all very well done. Like very expertly done.
Yeah. It was so there. Yeah. He did have a lot of control. I think too, in basically every interaction he had with another human being, he always had the upper hand.
The way he would say everyone's name when he would greet them,
yes,
is such a fucking type. We all know those fucking weirdos that say everyone's name, and it's fine. You hear your name said, and you're maybe at first you're like, that's flattering because people don't say each other's names often when they know each other. Then they walk down the hall and you hear them say everybody's name. Then you're like, what the fuck? This guy wants something.
There's two scenes in particular, I mean the whole movie, but there's two scenes in particular that are very like, oh, that's who Louis Bloom is, and they're on the opposite spectrum. The first scene I'm thinking about is after he loses the plane crash footage to Bill Paxton's character, who is a fellow Nightcrawler, and then he goes home and he is looking in the mirror and then he smashes the mirror.
Yeah. Like that was like the mask coming off a bit. Is that what?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
We see a little bit of a slip. We see a little bit of a break. I love that. I love that we see a weakness. We see a weak point. Like he's gotten all these rejections and he's still out here hustling. He's still out here grinding, but we finally see a weak point. That scene is so good, and it just like really establishes where we're ramping up to, where we're coming from, and where we're ramping up to, which is that he sabotages Bill Paxton's character. And the second scene is when he's leaving the horror house, and Rick, played by Riz Ahmed, who gave an outstanding performance. He literally did so well at playing someone who is from LA. Which is a very particular person. But okay, so Rick comes up to him and rather what Louis Bloom has just seen in that horror house is heinous. These are atrocities. It is so beyond fucked up, beyond human comprehension levels of fucked up. Like, if I saw that, I would not walk out of that okay. And Louis Bloom walks out of the house, and Rick, played by Riz Ahmed, comes up to him, and he, instead of Louis Bloom being like, holy shit, man, that was so fucking crazy. Oh my God, I just saw 3 bodies in there. What the fuck? We've got to get out of here. I think I have footage of the guys who did this. Rather than just having any sort of human emotion or any sort of human reaction, he immediately starts talking about Rick's work performance.
God.
He's like, He's like, why didn't you offer to help me? What took you so long to get here? We really need to talk about why you're not stepping up to the plate. I'm giving you these opportunities. Why aren't you coming in here? Blah, blah, blah. Just like immediately laying into him. Dude. It's the layers of this character. Like, he's so beyond fucked up.
And something about that is just a comfort to you. Just warms you right up. So 10 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, 10 out of 10. Obviously, I'm gonna rewatch this movie forever. Yeah, I could continue on, but we can stop there.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, no, it's just so good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I recommend everyone watch this. This is, yeah, I mean, well, actually, I will say the one critique I do have is I think it kind of slows down in like a really weird way, like towards the end of the second act, coming into the top of the third. It slows down, and I'm like, hello, what are we doing? But we're still with Lewis, who is a great character. So
I agree, and it feels like it should just go like boom, gas pedal all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I recommend this movie too because I think it's a really awesome screenplay and a really amazing character study, really amazing performance, and I like all the lighting. Blanket recommend. You don't need to be into film, just recommend. Everyone should check it out.
Yeah.
I would probably give it like an 8 that's an Annie score. So Movie Mavens 9 out of 10, but we could call it a 10. It's a comfort movie. We can call it a 10.
Hell yeah. All right, well, if you have a recommendation for what we should watch next week, hit us up on Instagram at Movie Mavens or write us an email at moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. And that's it, folks. Movie Mavens all the way out.